Good morning. Yeah, my name is John Hildebrandt. I'm an American, but born in Kenya, and spent most of my life in Africa. So I trained as a pilot, worked in humanitarian and relief aviation in East Africa for about 15 years before my family and I moved to Comoros in 2014. So initially I worked in the aviation sector here in Comoros, trying to improve transportation and connectivity between the islands. And then in 2016, I moved over to work in the tourism sector. So in 2020, we established our company called Adore Comore. Adore Comore is my heart and my vision to help visitors come and fall in love with the country of Comoros and the people of Comoros the same way my family and I have. So after working in the beach resort for a number of years, I was really sad to see so many visitors leaving Comoros disappointed because some aspects of their trips hadn't gone well because they didn't have the support they needed to be able to discover the best parts of Comoros. So and I and my family love the country, we adore it, and we really want to be able to help visitors come and discover the best parts of Comoros, the most beautiful sights, interact with people in a natural way in their homes, and for them. And we're sure that when they come and get the support they need, every visitor is also going to come to adore Comore. Yes, so I chose the name Adore Comore because, two main reasons. Firstly, we want visitors to come and to fall in love with the country and to, again, help them discover the best parts of Comoros and fall in love with the country the way I have. And then secondly, we also want to help Comorians come to love their country. Sometimes as a small country still in development, there's a lot of challenges, and many local people are seeing just how they can get out, and they don't realize that they have a rich heritage that's been given to them of rich land, a beautiful land, an amazing and unique culture that many countries have lost with excessive development and westernization. And so we want to, by promoting ecotourism, bringing in visitors for Comorians to discover that they have an amazing country, that people are coming from all over the world to see what they have and hopefully understand that what they have is rich and awesome, and help inspire them to want to develop and preserve their country and their culture. Yeah, so Adore Comore, we're really focused on ecotourism. We believe that, we've seen so many other countries that have, gone far down the path of mass tourism that's really hurt the environment and the culture of other countries. And and in Comoros we have a chance. We haven't gone down that path yet. There's many countries that are trying to go back and get back to where we are right now. At the beginning, things are just opening up with, rich environment and rich culture, and we want to preserve that. And so, we already have a niche because we have a chance when visitors come here, they get a very, very authentic experience. Basically, there's nothing prepared and polished for tourists. When you come here, you're just seeing the real Comoros. You're interacting with real people. And we want to preserve that and keep as tourism develops in the country. We want to see tourism develop more to bring more economic benefits to the people, but at the same time trying to avoid the pitfalls that some other countries have experienced. So we want to really focus on ecotourism, making sure that all our activities are really benefiting local places. Like right now, we're at the small beach lodge called Moeli Laka Lodge in Comoros in Moeli, and This lodge here is the largest private employer on the island of Moeli. We have about 40 employees here, and almost all of them come from this one small village. So very few of them have studied outside, and so they really emphasize here at the lodge trying to employ local people, making sure there's real benefit that comes back into every local community. So Comoros is really unknown on the world stage. Most people, if you walk up to your average person, pretty much anywhere in the world, even in Africa, not far away, most people have never even heard the name of Comoros. And so, but it's really surprising because what we have here is so varied. There's so many different things to do and to see. But I would say our biggest attraction, or the thing that I think that draws people the most initially is the fact that we are unknown, and there's almost no tourism. There's almost no commercial tourism here. So for people that have already done all the 5-star resorts and all the polished, prepared tourist activities, where you're kind of in a row of tourists going through, seeing all the normal sites, to come here to a place where everything is fresh and new and authentic, people love that. Beyond that, there's so many interesting things. Of course, we have beautiful beaches. The island of Moeli has a 400 square kilometer marine park that was established in 2001. So for 24 years, we've had protection of this huge area of coral reefs and uninhabited islands just off the coast that makes for incredible snorkeling and scuba diving visits, which is exceptional. We have rainforests in the center of all 3 islands that give amazing hiking opportunities. On Grand Comore, we have Mount Kartala, still a semi-active volcano, and so we're able to do hikes up. You hike up through the rainforest and then through the meadows, and you come out to the top of this, looking down into a giant caldera and looking out across the Indian Ocean. Here on Moeli also, we have humpback whales that come and give birth, so you have a chance to actually observe and sometimes swim next to newborn humpback whales. One of the best sights in the world to see green sea turtles. Quite uniquely, every single night of the year, there's a site called Itsamia where there are green sea turtles coming up to nest, and so that's exceptional in the world. So and then of course there's the people. The culture is very rich. They're known especially for their lavish weddings. They have what they call their grand mariage, wedding ceremonies that can last for a week, with a different ceremony every day of the week, and it's still happening, especially during the summer season. In some of the smaller villages, you may be doing a tour of the village, and suddenly there'll be 100 women dancing through the streets with things on their head and on their way to a wedding, and you're caught up in the middle of it, and and you're often invited along. My very first night in this country, it was 8 p.m. I was walking through the streets and a wedding was happening, and somebody grabbed me and said, "Come to our wedding." And literally I'd been in the country for 2 hours, and I spent the next 3 hours on the stage as a welcomed guest for a wedding. So it's just that openness and sense of welcome that's really unique, and that people love when they come to visit here. Yeah. Habari za asubuhi, mi uparo wa John, karibu tembea na sisi hunu Komori.